hold the fuck up. We're only just starting to understand this case. What are you reading there, sir? Can I take a peek? The man behind those murders on Solapon Street was caught in 2 days flat. That's real policing for you. That's really not relevant to this case, is it? You're wrong there. Because it was Dr. Scythe in charge of examining the bodies. And it was evidence arising from her work that led to the arrest of the scoundrel responsible? Oh. That's right. Oh. That woman is the forefront of this country's fight against crime. The idea that she's somehow involved in this murky business is a load of old tosh. I thought it was up to me to press the jurors, not the other way around. Okay, probably nothing there just yet. Well...
I mean, you've given enough evidence to sway her. For them.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of would be if there's something here. I've got to ask, why have you brought that corn into court with you?
Colonel Cobb! He's been growing back on the farm. Picked him off on me. Way into town. He's a proper nibbler, he is.
Yeah, the nibbling seems to be taking quite a while. Maybe it could wait until after the trial?
Ooh, I don't like the sound of that. You need kernels at times like this.
Your body can't even digest corn.
Oh, get it? Colonel? Like, Colonel? Like, Colonel? Fuck.
Whenever I have something big to decide, the colonels always point me in the right direction, see?
She just tosses out a bunch of corn like a fucking divining bowl.
The colonel say he's guilty.
What?
Nibble nabble guilty Bible, nibble not guilty out. Nibble nabble gibble Bible, nibble not guilty out. Nibble nabble guilty Bible, nibble not guilty out. Nibble nabble guilty Bible, nibble not guilty out.
Judge, we seem to be having a juror that...
Sorry, someone seems to be having a stroke. Perhaps it's akin to fortune telling. So Professor Hibbard's face is to be sighted by a cob of corn. Could you not? Could you not? Could you not?
Ooh, I don't know about that. Me tum's awfully full already.
Oh my god.
Oh god, I don't want to fight that.
Kristen. Okay. Something about rice crackers. I think I'm gonna just try pitting the guy that we already talked to against Corn Girl, because I can't think of anything else, and there's like only there's only 3 options here really, because this has got to be something. We've already done something with him. I don't think this is anything to do with it, and
yeah, I don't think we're gonna get the first.
It's
guy,
just
first
too.
guy,
It's just so broad. It's so dumb. But whatever. Those 2 statements clearly contradict each other. Good gracious, corn. If you could put down your corn for just a moment, juror number 5.
No! Ooh, you mean me?
Yeah, I mean, who else has brought corn into the courtroom? Anyway, you've pointed out that it's wrong to make an accusation without evidence. But the accusation that the waxwork model was inside the second birdcage on the day in question is not without supporting evidence, as the defense demonstrated to the juror sitting beside you.
Oh, is that right?
Sorry, I couldn't understand you. You had a mouthful of corn. You didn't follow the argument.
I don't understand much besides Colonel Cobb, to be honest.
Hey, Judge, is there not, like, an age requirement for being a sitting juror?
It's the 1800s, so no.
That makes sense. No, of course you don't.
If I could interject here.
Please do.
Now that this assertion of yours about the waxwork has been backed up by...
What the fuck? I had to fucking point it out to this other fucking kid first. Whatever. Alright, we're tied. What now?
Well, me too then. I have to go along with the grain. The grain.
Sorry, was that another corn joke?
If this brainy gentleman says he's right, then it must be. See, I don't have thoughts of my own. I wouldn't dream of going against Colonel Cobb or anyone who's got stuff in between the ears. Corn!
Who the fuck picks these jurors? Success, if you can call it that. Honestly, the guilty verdict was earned, but yeah, no, that was probably the easiest summation examination I've ever had to do.
Mm-hmm. It's like they didn't even listen to, like...
Because, like, at the point that they all went guilty, I was like, yeah, no, this is all bullshit.
2 jurors now called guilty, against 4 who called not guilty. Accordingly, the court has failed to reach consensus at this time. And the trial must continue.
We did it! Van Zeke's in the corner. Oh, la-dee-da. Oh my god, you did it again. Fucking wonderful. Oh, well done, Mr. Naruto. Another wonderful victory.
Can I go back to my wine now?
Just kidding, I never stopped. Why do you chug wine like a fucking pelican?
Don't judge me.
Because I am a drunk.
When you're rich, being alcoholic is called a connoisseur. I am a connoisseur of wine. A waxwork of this despicable professor used as a body double for the victim in this quite extraordinary case. I must say, it's extremely hard to believe the assertion could possibly be true. However, it would appear that it does at least warrant further investigation.
It's the waxwork of the professor that links Mr. Drebber and Dr. Scythe. And I'm convinced that there's a special significance to that link. Now, here's the thing. I am going to give the game some flack here, because, like, until we figure out, like, exactly what the link between the professor and Dr. Scythe is, there's no reason it had to be that waxwork. They understand that, right?
Well...
Not that we know of yet.
Well, the one I'm thinking of is the fact that it was the waxwork that was kind of hidden. You had to pay extra to see. So maybe they thought, you know, if we took this, it would take longer for them to realize it was missing.
I don't think that's the reason. I think there is a reason, but that's not the reason.
Oh, I know, but that's still a thing of doubt.
It's still very, very unusual. Like, the whole thing with the waxwork feels way, like, overblown. Like, it feels like an unnecessary detail in this murder that did not need to even happen. And the sad thing is that's the most interesting part of the main case.
I don't know what you're hoping to prove, lad. I really don't. I'm stupid. Help me. Humph. If the court is to delve deeper into the alleged involvement of the waxwork in this case, then the prosecution calls for the owner of the model to be summoned as a witness. The owner? Oh god, I have to remember how to do her voice now.
I thought you were gonna say, oh god, I gotta dig up a body.
Oh god, I have to dig up that body I buried. Actually, I don't have anything for this. See ya. Did the judge just admit to... Never mind, let's just keep going with the matter at hand. Questions for later. Very well, I concur. Make arrangements for Madame Tuspels to appear as a witness with immediate effect.
But I win.
Listen carefully, my learned friend.
No, me?
Who the fuck else? You should know that you're on the brink of opening Pandora's box.
Sorry, I'm Japanese. I don't get that reference.
Stop speaking in Roman riddles and the court will now adjourn for 45 minutes. It's Greek, you motherfucker. During that time, the prosecution will summon the new witness and prepare her for taking the stand. I shall see to it at once, my lord.
I will never use this sword.
Ooh.
Except for right now to look cool.
Man, I can't believe we're still doing this.
Hello! Ah, the knight errant himself.
Oh, have you been watching from the gallery, Mr. Sholmes?
No! I mean, yes! I've been on the edge of my seat the entire time, totally not making up for the lost sleep I had this morning. Courtroom trials are fascinating affairs, as a spectator at least.
I'm glad you've been enjoying yourself. I have to ask. What on earth is going on? It makes no sense! What's this professy business all about? He doesn't look like any professor I've ever met before. Who even is he? Of course. Oh, jeez. You were in Germany already 10 years ago.
Yes, the professor. When I discovered he was the one who had been abducted, a sense of foreboding stirred within me. But who knew the monster would come knocking at your door? My heartfelt sympathies.
As it turns out, Lord Van Zeeks is even more intimately tied to this case than any of us realized, isn't he? Did you just say Van Zeek's intimate and tied? I said at least those 3 words in the same sentence, yes? Oh my, his great friend from university in the dock.
And now a waxwork of the killer who took his esteemed brother's life makes an appearance too. I imagine even the shrewd Mr. Reaper failed to foresee that kick in the teeth. Extraordinary move on your part, my dear fellow, to throw that in front of the man.
You make it sound deliberate. I can't help feeling that this professor case is really very puzzling.
Ah yes, in what particular manner?
All of it, really. Well, there's Mr. Drebber, Dr. Scythe, and Lord Van Zeeks. It seems that everybody in the trial has a link to the case somehow. Somehow? Yes. In fact, I, alone, am not a member of the set. Though that leaves me as an empty set, all alone with no intersection to any other.
Excuse me. Duel! Dr. Scythe. Ah, Dr. Courtney Scythe nay Stevens. Good day to you.
It's never a good day when I have to see you, Sholmes. That was very shrewd.
What in particular, pray?
You requested that 10-year-old autopsy report from Gregson, didn't you? Why would you assume such a thing? Ain't I a stinker? Are you eating the last... You motherfucker! I was saving that! You ate all of my fucking Klondike bars! You better get me more! All this time I thought you were snacking on ramen, like the raw noodles, like a fucking rice cake, and I'm just like, I don't know why that was my first assumption. Because Gregson told me. That's... To think it's been 10 years since I was unmarried. 10 years in the laboratory, wielding my scalpel. And my wedding registration. I smell of nothing but corpses and disinfectant. A policeman on the jury had a lot to say about you as it happens, Dr. Scythe. And I've accused you of being complicit in what happened. I'm hoping that you'll take the stand and tell the truth about what really happened. That certainly won't be possible. Lord Van Zieks won't be summoning me as a witness. Lord Strongheart has forbidden it.
I don't trust Lord Strongheart.
Almost,
I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it.
almost like he's totally not like a big waving red flag or anything. The Pandora's box you were warned about is the Professor case. But please don't make the mistake of thinking you'll get any information about it out of me. But attempting to hide from the truth, that's cowardice! It's pronounced cower-dice. I've always fought crime in the way that I see fit. I have no regrets, none at all. And that's all I came here to say. So, good day to you. It's afternoon, motherfucker! Yeah, showed her. She mentioned it too, this Pandora's box. What the fuck does that mean? Whatever does it all mean? I don't know either! Well, you see, there's this Greek myth about this girl named Pandora, and she opened a box once. That's it, really. That's the whole myth.
Oh, it's the reason of all sin and like a little...
No, the joke is that Sholmes doesn't know either. The meaning will become all too apparent whether you'd like it to or not. Huh? Now then, I believe it's almost time. I must make my way back to the public gallery. The edge of my seat awaits! I think maybe you're enjoying yourself a little too much. Sorry. One word of warning before I go nappy by. If in the course of the trial this afternoon you perceive even a shadow of doubt about the truth, don't let it out of your sight. Pursue it like a dog with a bone. Dogs aren't really wont to chase things if they already have the bone. You see the conundrum here, Mr. Sholmes? To the bitter end! I'm ignoring you! You understand. Do not falter, whatever may come to pass.
I do love that he mentioned a dog with a bone, and the whole Reaper's case, or Professor's case, is all about, started with Iris's book about...
Hound of the Baskervilles, yeah. See, I can't help but feel like there'd be a little bit more context, like nothing game-breaking, but like getting extra context from actually knowing the Sherlock Holmes stories in real life would have helped a little bit. Like, the Speckled Band is hilarious. The case 2 in the first game is hilarious with the context of what the Speckled Band story is about in the Sherlock Holmes books. Because that's basically like what the initial like assessment that Herlock has in case 2 is basically the events of that story, that a murderer sent a snake through the vents to kill someone. And it's like, huh? Good! I shall make myself scarce then. I purchased a bar of caramel earlier, so I shall be gnawing on that as you gnaw away the truth. Kristen, fetch me my caramel. He's even got it labeled. It says Sholmes' caramel. Oh,
what?
He's got his own special piece of caramel.
Oh.
What What did that warning from Mr. Sholmes really mean, I wonder? Especially the bit about caramel. Anyway, I'm sure it's not important. It's time for the final chapter then. I'm determined to find... this is wrong. We're still on case 3. No matter. Back to it, I suppose.